Why are you wearing a box on your head?
Surprise.
Please don't knock off anything that is involved in making this video. The surprise being you're wearing a box on your head.
Yeah. I can't see anything.
Well, you've got a box on your head.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you
Is this how we're starting the video?
Yeah. I've got a surprise for you.
Are you going to do the introduction with me?
Sure. Hello.
I don't know. I'm not awake enough for this. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to a Yard Shop podcast, episode
3.
Sorry, what?
Episode 3.
Thank you. And Hannah's come as a box.
Yep.
It's Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
The audio for this is going to be terrible.
Are you ready?
I am more than ready.
I've got a surprise.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Have you shaved?
Don't be so rude.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah. You shaved.
I'm a devil.
It's purple.
It's not purple, it's dark red.
That's purple.
It's not purple, it's dark red. Do you want to wear it?
That's purple. When have you made that?
A couple of evenings it took me. You've not noticed?
Are you going to wear that all day?
Maybe.
Are you going to wear it on the bus?
No.
Why?
Because we don't catch the bus.
Next time I get a bus though, I feel like you should just wear it.
I think you should wear it.
Can I wear it?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to swap hats?
Sure.
Okay.
Whoop, it's
It's
a wig.
Oh my god, think.
Don't you like it?
I love it. I'm just confused why it's purple or not.
It's not purple. It's like a red with purple mixed in.
So it has got purple in.
I can't
Why do you
remember
use
what
it?
the colour
What
is.
yarn is it?
It's Majestic DK. I bought it when we were buying the shop to test out. You know, when I was buying all that wool to test out the wool.
Are you doing it in front of the beard or behind?
Behind the beard.
Oh.
It's a bonnet.
I just don't know why you didn't choose like a vibrant red.
Because I ordered it online before we bought the shop.
Ow.
Oh, sorry, I caught your beard in it.
Ow.
Oh, accidentally on purpose. Here we go.
What?
It looks better on you. What's happened to you?
You look like Jamiroquai.
Hello.
Hello.
I was expecting a better reaction from my
Where's
evenings.
the paper coming from that's all over you?
Well, I just had a box on my head.
Did you get in the box?
My head did.
Wow. Start with the head, work down. It's quite a nice cardigan you got. It's not a cardigan, a vest.
It's a vest. Thank you very much. I finished this last night.
How are you getting on with my jumper?
So, I've not been working on your jumper because I am in a finishing off mood and I'm just finishing all my projects before your jumper.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Shall we ask about the Rika Ruby?
What Rika?
The calendar you bought?
What about it?
How are you getting on with that?
I've done half of the first week.
What week are we on?
Number 3 is released today. That's not too bad.
For you, getting half done ain't bad.
Right. Anyway, what have we got to talk about this time?
Well, you've been busy. We went to the Bakewell wool show.
The Bakewell wool gathering yet?
The Bakewell wool gathering.
This hat's far too big for me.
It's not.
It's slipping off my head.
Maybe you're slipping off it.
Bakewell wool gathering, that was an experience.
First one I've been to.
It's the first one I've been to as well.
Would you go again?
Maybe. If it was in a different venue, it was very strange.
I think the change in the venue, it was very 80s Grange Hill.
Yeah.
All the corridors hadn't been... It just didn't feel like a modern school. It was strange. And you kind of went through the old...
Changing rooms.
Changing rooms to get to one of the halls.
Yeah, it was a bit disconnected.
Yeah.
But we saw some nice stalls.
Lots of hand-dyed.
Obviously, lots of hand-dyed. There was one stall that I was looking at the hand-dyed and then somebody was talking to me, so I forgot to buy it. So I'll have to buy it after the fact. Some self-striping Christmas yarn for Christmas socks.
How many sock yarns
I know,
did you get that weekend?
2, 3, 4. 4.
4
Oh,
seconds.
no.
Oh, what's happened?
Oh, no.
While we're doing a podcast as well, so it's all out in the open. Look.
Yeah.
What yarn is this?
Oh, we should probably say that we filmed this before. This is pushing my fringe. I'm having some problems with this hat. We filmed this before in the evening after work.
We did, because sometimes we feel quite rushed making these in the morning.
Yeah.
So we tried it after work, and
We couldn't stop yawning.
yeah, we were very tired that day.
So we're filming it again.
We're filming it today. Bakewell will show you. Got a few bits.
Yes, would you like to show you?
Yes, have you got them to hand?
Yes.
Your whole bag of goodies.
Yeah. So.
Save that one.
Yeah.
Save that one.
Yeah. I'm just gonna yawn again 1 second.
Our daughter got us up at 5 this morning. It was an ungodly time.
I think it was before 5 and she wanted me to draw a cat face on her.
Yeah. And then didn't want you to finish it.
And then didn't
So we just had half a cat on her face.
Yeah, so she had a nose and 3 whiskers and she refused to have the other 3 whiskers. Anyway. So we saw Joe's toes.
They were good toes.
That's horrible. And Amanda from Joe's Toes was lovely. We were talking to her for quite a while, and we are considering stocking the kits to make slippers. So I've made one slipper from the kit that I bought, so that I could show you like the components of it. So this is the finished slipper.
And I filmed loads of B-roll
Yeah.
for this as well. If you're going through that process.
So it's like a cuffed one. This one's a crochet pattern. They do a knitting pattern as well. And then you get 2 soles. Where's the soles?
Are they in there somewhere? No, you've took them out. They're on your knee.
What? Oh. So I've got a blue one for the bottom and then an orange one to go on top. And this has got rubber latex on so that it doesn't slip. So you pop those 2 together and then you get the wax thread and a needle as well. And you sew all around the bottom. So it's like this. How lovely. Ooh. And then I used the Explorer Super Chunky.
Still our favourite yarn.
Yeah, in Marco Polo, because I really liked the colours. I was trying to remember what colours were in this while I was at the show when I was picking the.
Oh, you got lucky.
So I didn't get lucky. I knew what colours were in it. How?
You got lucky.
I knew what colours were in it. So I've done one, and then I need to do the other one. But yes, we're thinking of bringing these kits in, and they go from size, I think it's like size 0,
Tiny baby
newborn
ones.
baby, yeah, up to size 14, which is really cool. I just want to check because another shop stocks them.
And we were thinking of doing workshops as well, weren't we?
Yes, to do workshop. That's what we were talking to Amanda about. So we can do workshops on how to make them, and she says that you could make a pair of baby shoes in an hour and a half.
Or you could probably get like the basics and get started during a workshop if you're doing it for your size.
Yeah, depending on your skill level as well, I suppose.
Well, that's a nice little. Because they weren't that expensive, were they?
No, so I think it was £25 without the wool because we had our own wool, but normally she sells it with the wool. So I can't remember how much that is. So we'll have to figure it out.
Yeah.
And get in contact with her.
But it's like a nice, if you're looking to make something for yourself, like a pair of slippers, it's a nice little project or a workshop. If you're buying as a gift, it's just a nice, like you really enjoyed making that.
I did, and it didn't take me long at all. And then I also bought a Christmas present for my mum, so I can't talk about that.
We can say that you've been just obsessed with it.
Yeah, it's a new craft for me. And I absolutely love it. I'm definitely going to be doing some more.
I wish I'd got the beer.
Well, I can do that for you if you want.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll order it. Yes, I'm obsessed with it. So when I've finished it, and I'll have to show you after Christmas when I've given it to Mum. I've done half of it so far. I was originally going to get the kit to give her to do, but I don't think she'll have time to do it. So I thought, I will do it, and it's unlocked a new
I think
love.
Some of that's helped by the fact that the kit was really good, and the pattern looked informative enough.
Yes,
without being overwhelming?
Well, I was talking to someone at the sock knitting workshop I did the other day. I was telling them about it, and they said that they bought one from Yarndale, I think it was, and it didn't give much instruction at all. They had to go on YouTube and find a tutorial and stuff. So I do think I got lucky with the artist who did the thingy.
And you've got to find that balance, haven't you, where you don't want to just bombard with too much information, but you also don't want to give them too little.
Yeah.
Like when we do our workshops, it's trying to find that balance of getting enough information that people feel like they've digested and got an understanding of what it is they're doing, without not feeling like they've just been hit by
a train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a pattern for a shawl as well.
I did. I don't knit shawls.
Wear shawls.
I don't wear shawls, so I don't know why I got it. I was just really attracted to it, and like we did a recce first, didn't we? We went around all of the stalls and then went back, and I still just really liked it, so I decided to buy it. I've not got it with me though; it's at home. I've done it. So I'll be doing that. It's got like a daisy stitch pattern on it. It's knitting 4-ply sock yarn, so I'll do that maybe in the new year. Not in a rush to do it.
It's a good summer project, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I suppose it is, to be honest. Yeah.
And then we went to a wool shop.
We went to the wool shop in Bakewell. I don't know what it's called though. I can't remember.
I'll insert a B-roll because I grabbed some footage.
Oh, and I got the Stylecraft head over heels sock yarn in strut. One of our customers, Kelly, was making some socks in this the other week when she came in, and I really liked the colours. And we don't sell Stylecraft because a shop nearby sells it, so we can't, unfortunately. So I bought it from the local Bakewell one. And then also we was talking to a lady who owns a shop, and I've completely forgotten her name. If
you just stare at the camera and mime, like say where, and I'll just record you checking your notes, and I'll dub it in.
Perlevo. Like that.
Yeah. Can you do one a bit longer in case it's a really long name?
I have too much wool.
Okay. And now I can use that for anything.
Thanks. Oh. And we were talking about West Yorkshire spinners. It's a sore subject. I don't know if we've talked about it.
Probably have.
But we can't stock them again because another wool shop near us stocks them, and I really near us. And I really liked their Christmas colourway this year, which is called Yuletide, and I was telling this lady about it, and she sent it to me. Thank you. I really like it, so I'm going to make some
Makes
more.
me very sad that we can't have that.
I'm not talking about it. I'm not talking about it. We've got some great wools.
Yes.
Is that all that I got from the wool show?
I think so. We saw a few. We kind of went to try and stop you spending £1 million on yarn.
Dan says that I could say 2 phrases that day: hello and I'll talk to my husband.
Because I think you would have spent a small fortune. You almost bought a spinning wheel.
I didn't even look at the spinning wheels because I knew.
We saw that one that was like 800 quid.
Yeah.
I feel like if you had the money, you would have ended up with a spinning wheel.
Oh, absolutely.
And there's that store selling wool. Like, just sheared off a sheet.
Yeah.
You would have just showed up at home with a spinning wheel and a bag of sheared sheet.
The problem is I've got this dream of being dressed as a medieval woman, spinning wool, spinning yarn.
Yeah.
Like in Sherwood Forest.
Okay. But reality is, your daughter wants half a face drawn as a cat at 4 a.m.
Yeah. But that's what I'm working towards. So I need to learn how to spin so that I can... If somebody says, oh my goodness, Sandra's called in sick to spin some yarn at Sherwood Forest on Sunday, I want to be like, this is my moment.
Like a Batman spinner type.
Yeah, hold my bonnet.
Okay. I mean, everyone's got an ambition.
That's mine.
Okay, sure. Well, speaking of yarn, can we talk about... Well, we can talk about the secret yarn.
The super secret Sirdar yarn.
That we I desperately tried not to spoil it. Unless you've come into the shop, then we've just given people the samples.
We have literally shoved it in everybody's face and they're not interested.
I really like it.
So, yes, okay, so the super secret third yarn that has now been released is called Loveful.
You've probably seen it on socials.
The thing is Loveful, not Landfill. This is my favourite pattern that they've done. It's a brioche jumper, quite a 70s vibe. There's a cardigan as well. So it's 100% recycled yarn. There's 100% recycled acrylic, which...
My hat.
I wonder what he was doing. Which comes in 14 colours. And there is also recycled wool, polyester and acrylic blend, which has got 12 colours, which is... they're really nice as well. I really like the tweedy one.
Yeah, it got delayed, and I think the colour palette suits this season.
It's just gorgeous.
Autumn colours.
I've shown so much restraint by not taking some of each of the colours for myself.
And the patterns are great.
Because it's all recycled though, the batches that they make, they're big, but it's going to be very difficult for them to recreate exactly the colours that they've recreated this time. So if you're making a garment out of it and you really like that colour, then you need to get enough for your garment, because if you come back in, we will have that colour.
It may not match.
It may not, it more than likely will not match more than usual. Like dye lots, I've not got a problem with dye lots. It really annoys me when people insist on having the same dye lot, because it just doesn't... They're professionals, like it doesn't really matter. Fair enough if it was a independent business, but do you know what I mean? But this one, I would suggest getting all the same dye lot.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting one, because we've just got Collinsy Wool Grows in.
Yeah.
From Ballinard Farm, which is our first source to product manufacturer. So they've got their own sheep on their farm. They shear it, they use local plants to dye the yarn, and then from there you can buy the yarn or you can buy kits. So we've got hats, wrist warmers, baby shoes, loads of bits and bobs. Mm-hmm. I think it's a really interesting subject that we're seeing more brands go for the sustainable aspect.
Yeah. Trying
to be more environmentally friendly.
Yeah.
And...
Well, we are all about that life.
We're all about that life. I think it's interesting because the Sirdar one, delivery, parcels, again. It's another fun morning for us. So what was I saying? Yeah, I think it's interesting that the Sirdar one's not that expensive.
No, it's a really good price.
$350 and $450?
Yeah, the acrylic's $350, the tweed is $450.
So my question to you
is... For 100 grams.
For 100 grams as well. Which I think is quite a unique product when you're sitting next to the rest of our DKs.
Yes. Yeah, we've not got a DK like it.
No. So, because you're a knitter and a crafter, you've been doing it for years.
Yeah.
With this whole sustainable recycled stuff, what would you say your budget is? What would you be willing to pay for like 100 grams of a sustainable, if you knew that it comes from this farm?
Yeah.
And it was spun in.
So it's 100% wool?
Let's say wool, let's say acrylic, whatever it may be. If you knew the entire journey of that product, as a crafter, where would your budget sit?
Well, it's around £20 to £22 for 100 grams of pure wool anyway. So if I knew... Like if I had a picture of the sheep that it came from, is that the kind of smallness you're on about?
And like a topless photo of the farmer. In his,
a woman,
in his rugged barber jacket.
I think sort of £27 for 100 grams is a reasonable price. Why?
I'm just curious, because we're seeing a lot more brands.
The thing is, I look at it as... I don't like I don't like fast fashion. I will not shop in fast fashion places. Temu, I hate it. Say Temu to me and I just instantly turn off.
We do occasionally shop in Primark for Merrin because she gets through clothes like Wano. That one I think is different.
But I will save the clothes, like all of her baby clothes that are usable again. I either donate them or I've saved them to make myself a patchwork
They
something.
are all in the spare room, I can assure you that. We have not done anything with them.
Well, no, not yet, because I've not got enough. But what I'm saying is I don't like fast fashion, and I'm not very into people using knitting and crocheting to create their own fast fashion either. I would rather spend more money, this is personally, I would rather spend more money on better quality wool and make something that I'm going to have for years and years and years. I can repair it. I'm not making something that's in fashion with the intention of next season getting rid of it. Like, that's not helping the problem, that's just adding to the problem. So if then I'm going to use a recycled wool that's already been recycled, then that's really good.
Well, speaking of that, that lady that came and bought Rowan from us the other day,
Yeah.
she's had that jumper for what, 20 years?
She said like 25 years she's had a Rowan jumper that she knitted, and she's only washed it once and it still looks new.
Yeah.
But that's the kind of thing, like, I want people to knit things and crochet things and love them and have them forever. I don't want people to spend £2 on making a jumper. I don't. That's
cheap
just,
and quick.
Yeah, it's just not what I'm about. I just don't think that knitting and crocheting is a fast craft. I feel like somebody before has said to me there's two different types of crafters. There's those that want the finished object to do it really quickly, and there's those that enjoy the process. And I'm definitely a process knitter, and I'm not trying to contribute to the fast fashion industry.
Yeah, I think there's a place for cheap acrylics. We have it because it's a good starting point.
Yeah, I've been called a yarn snob before.
Well, you can get a really great yarn in any wool shop, including ours, for like £3 for a DK.
Yeah.
You know, £4.50, £5. Spend that extra quid and it's going to last you a lot longer. We've got reusable...
look after it as well.
Yeah.
Wash it properly.
Which is why we've got the reusable, refillable soaps that we have. The what's it called?
The Eucalan.
The Eucalan. So you can look after your garments.
Yeah.
And I always say that it's that thing of when you're making that jumper or that cardigan or whatever it might be, the time you'll spend on it is ingrained into that garment.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll remember what it is you was doing. There might have been a new job while you was making that. There might have been something happening in your life. So I just think it becomes a lot more than just, I've got a jumper this season.
I've followed the latest fashion and I've made this in 2 days. I don't like those YouTube videos, you've probably not seen them, where it's like, how much can I knit in 24 hours? I just think it's just giving the wrong message.
Yeah. I'm just curious because obviously we've got the recycled yarns in. The Collinsy wool stuff for me is one of those that it's a bit of a passion project, because I said from the beginning, like, I'd like to get the shop to a point where we've got small, sustainable, high quality, really good quality, traceable product in the shop.
Yeah.
So when we went to the wool show, we met with a few hand dyes that next year, when we've done everything we want to do to the shop, we can have a space where we can say, look, we can stock your product, or would you like to have this space for a month to sell your product, and we'll get someone different. With the Collinsy wool growers, having that traceability that you can see the people, you can see their farm, and you can see that entire journey, makes it a much more palatable product to me. And the fact that you can get the wrist warmers for like, what, 26 quid or whatever it is.
But on the other hand, you also want to have yarn in that is suitable for different budgets.
Yeah.
So you don't want to price anybody out. So you want to have the wool that's not as expensive, so that anybody can come and make their own clothing. It's a hard balance to get, isn't it?
But even the cheap yarn needs to be a cheap yarn that we believe is good.
Yeah.
I think that's an important one, because you can get cheap yarn that's cheap yarn.
Yeah.
And you can get cheap yarn that's great yarn.
Yeah.
That's the difference, I think, with some people.
Yeah.
Because there's people that come in here all the time and they're like, I am absolutely not touching acrylic because I've had acrylic and it's crap.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, what acrylic did you have? And it'll be, I had it from Wilko's or Pound Shop or something. And it's like, right, okay, have a look at cottage spun, whole acrylic, 150 grams. It feels completely different to other acrylics.
Yeah.
That's what you kind of have to educate yourself. But I think when you get that balance, it's kind of that journey into that you know, if you're starting out making a jumper, we've said this to people before, if you want to come in and make a really big, cozy, beautiful winter jumper, and it's your first time making a jumper, yeah, if your budget stretches to 6 balls of jewel spun for it, fine. But do you really want to start there when you could start with something? Because you're going to mess up. You're going to
That
make
was
mistakes.
that lady the other day that came in.
With the Rowan?
With the Rowan. She was making a jumper and she hasn't knitted for, did you say like 20 years or something? And she wanted to knit a whole jumper. She needed 10 balls of felted tweed. And I didn't convince her to not get felted tweed. I just advised her not to get felted tweed because she's not knitted for so long. So she left with homespun instead, spent half of the amount that she was going to spend. But I feel much more comfortable that if she doesn't finish that jumper, she's not spent over £100 on it.
Yeah. And she was in agreement that the homespun is like our step next to Rowan.
Yeah.
And she said, well, I'll come back and get the Rowan when I'm more comfortable and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You're going to feel a lot worse if you're making it with Rowan and mess up.
Yeah.
Than if you mess up with like a homespun.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's a mad tangent that we've gone on. I'm just interested because there's a lot of brands, and not just the small indies, the big ones, are now all looking towards eco and vegan and sustainable and all these buzzwords. I'm just curious because we've seen price points for some of this stuff that we've gone, we're not in a position to stock it.
Yeah.
I'm just curious what the average crafter like yourself has as a budget. If you was looking at making a jumper, what is your ceiling? That's interesting.
Yeah, well, I'm still probably not the best person to ask because I would probably have a higher ceiling than, I mean, it's my job.
Yeah, we kind of have the luxury. We're looking at summer yarns at the minute, which is a whole, and Rowan very kindly sent us a big box of yarns.
Samples.
So we've got a big box of Rowan samples to play with.
Yeah.
So that's going to be your evenings for a while.
Yeah, figuring out which ones we want to bring in and which ones we don't. There is a couple, I can't remember them. It was a couple of weeks ago, wasn't it, that we saw him. There's a couple that we're thinking of bringing in instead of ones
Cottons.
that we've got in now. Yeah, cottons, because they're a very similar price. So why not have something that feels better? And
by similar, you mean they're pretty much the same price.
Yeah.
But they're a nicer product. They felt nicer.
Yeah.
It's weird as well because the reps are showing up with the summer stuff. You spend an hour or two with them and then at the end they go, so what would you like to order? And it's like, we are on Christmas. Like, we are not in summer or summer.
I think next year we'll be more working ahead.
Yeah, we've got no... I mean, when we took over, we were in the middle of the year. We don't really know about Christmas. We're kind of guessing that at the minute.
Yeah.
And we're not too sure about summer. Which is why we're working on kits and things like that, gearing ourselves up for Christmas. But if anyone wants to chime in the comments below, let us know your thoughts on the environmentally friendly, sustainable, recycled yarns and what your thoughts are, because I think it's an interesting one. We've had some really good conversation with customers about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of Christmas,
Christmas
bundles, they are in full swing.
They are.
We've obviously we've launched the Collinsy Wool Grow ones that we mentioned.
Yeah.
We've also got our first Rowan bundle.
Yes.
So speaking of getting a great yarn at a cheap price.
Yeah.
We've got what's the book called?
Carousel.
Carousel by
Martin Story.
Thank you.
He's a very well-known designer for Rowan.
It's this big book here. So you get a load of Fair Isle style patterns.
Scarves, jumpers,
cardigans, capes.
Yeah.
Ooh. So yeah, Martin Stories. It's this big book here. Lots of patterns. Very Fair Isle-y. We'll include some B-roll.
Yeah.
So we did the Serdar jumper bundle last month before?
Yeah, like 2 months ago now.
Yeah, which went really well. And we've been working on... We want to get to a point where every month we'll have a different bundle. So February might be a jumper, March might be a vest, so on and so forth. We were trying to think of something that we could do towards Christmas. A few people have mentioned wanting to learn Fair Isle. Mm-hmm. So this came up and we thought we'd do that.
Yeah.
Nice affordable bundle. It takes 2 balls of...
alpaca soft, so it's 50 grams of each colour.
Very nice yarn.
So, which was good for us because it meant we had to get 2 packs in, 1 of each colour, and then that's 10 bundles, or 9 because I made a sample. And it didn't take long at all. I think it took me maybe 4 evenings.
Yeah.
And the wool is so nice. It is very, very soft.
But we've included Addy needles with it, which are some just really great quality needles. So we've got circles of DPNs. We've managed to blag some Rowan gift bags for it. You've done some ribbon.
Yeah.
So we've just made it this really nice package that if you want to gift for yourself or gift to somebody at Christmas, I'm really pleased with it. I think we need to work on next year's.
Already?
Yeah, I think it's time. We've got so many bits and bobs happening that.
Oh God, I need a rest first.
Yeah, well, yeah. If you're in, come and have a look at this book. It's great, and we've got loads of other Rowan books and things in as well. So come and have a nosy. Loads of Rico.
I was going to say you have enough wool left over to make a pom pom for the top of the hat, but the one that I did, I used one of our pom poms that we sell because I just like those ones.
Yeah. Speaking of Rico, for Christmas we've got all the new Rico Rumi in. We did have some doll bundles. We've got one left. Yep.
Yeah.
We put a newsletter out. They almost sold out. We've got one bundle left. So you get the pattern book, a gift box of all the yarn that you need, and we've done a tote bag. What else are we doing? We've got lots of new yarns in. We've got some new Rosarios in.
New Rosarios, yeah. Millennium, it's a mega chunky.
Great colours.
Really great colours. I feel like there's 20 colours maybe. Some really nice autumnal colours, so that's good for chunky scarves and hats.
And some new sock yarns. I don't know if the camera's just out of view here.
We've got some Rosario sock yarns, which a few of the colours, 3 of the print colours are the same as the Merion yarn that we had in, but they've got the added nylon for sock durability. And then we've got plain colours that you can mix and match to do your contrasting heels, toes and cuffs, or toes and cuffs, toes and heels.
Head, shoulders, knees and toes.
Yep.
Speaking of socks, we've had a crack at sock kits.
Yes, oh yeah.
Wanting people to make their own clothes and have something to do or something to gift. We started doing sock kits. We've only got one mystery sock kit left. We've sold out of all the others. I was surprised how well they went.
So we've got mystery ones, and then we had ones that you could see what the yarn was as well.
Yeah, and it came with pattern, yarn, needles, everything you need really.
I think the ones that you could see also had stitch markers in there.
Yeah. And it's the opal, how much percent wool? It's a decent
75%.
70%. So it was a really good quality.
And 25% nylon, yeah, that's like bog standard for socks.
Yeah, really good quality kit that. So I think we're going to get some more of those in.
Yeah, we will do.
And we've got some learn to knit and learn to crochet bundles that we're going to put together for Christmas, because a few people have asked. We had somebody that popped in yesterday looking to do a learn to knit kit. So if anyone's popping in and wants to make a learn to knit, learn to crochet bundle, just ask us. We've usually not got around to it, but we can cobble something together.
I need to blow my nose.
You back?
I'm back.
Yeah, so lots of bundles for Christmas.
Yes.
Lots of new yarns in.
Yep.
Got some new workshops coming up. We've got a wine and twine that's due soon, lino printing, wreath making.
Willow wreath making, that's next week. There's only a few spaces left on that one, but that one should be fun.
Just lots happening, as always. But we should do a TikTok for the recycled yarn.
Yes, we need to do that. I also want to do a felted tweed one. I'll be doing an update on my autumn projects because I've finished quite a few of them soon.
We'll do so if you've not seen Hannah's previous project video, go have a look at that. I'll link it somewhere above. And we'll also do a video where we just show off some of our new favourite yarns.
And
we've
patterns.
got a few. And patterns, yeah.
There's some really nice patterns coming through at the moment, isn't there?
Yeah.
And then obviously I'll be moving on to winter knitting soon.
And my jumper, please do
and
my
your jumper, yeah.
Yeah, I think we should open the shop. We've got these parcels to sort out as well.
Sure, okay.
It's been emotional.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Thanks for making me a hat.
Well, I made it for me and you've stolen it, but I think you should wear it now.
All day, forever.
It really suits you.
Better.
I wish.
Thank you for watching, everyone.
Yes.
Have a great week.
Evening, morning, afternoon.
Day, whatever it is.
Weekend.
If you're around, pop in, have a squish, have a chat. And let us know your thoughts on sustainable knitting and recycled yarns and things.
And making clothes that you're going to love for years and years and years rather than just a month or two.
Yeah. Let us know what your current projects are. Let's see who's got the biggest list.
me.
Right. Parcels?
Parcels.
Cool.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.